Welcome to Mr. MBAY channel. Today we are going to learn how to prepare a bread. Step 1. Gather your ingredients. You'll typically need flour. All-purpose or bread flour works well. Bread flour has a higher protein content, which develops more gluten and gives the bread a chewier texture. Water. Lukewarm water is ideal for activating the yeast. Too hot, and you'll kill it. Too cold, and it won't activate properly. Yeast. Active dry yeast, instant yeast, or fresh yeast can be used. Follow the package instructions for the correct amount. Salt. Salt enhances the flavor of the bread and also controls the yeast activity. Optional. Sugar or honey can provide a little food for the yeast and add a touch of sweetness. Fat, like oil or butter, can add richness and tenderness. Step 2. Activate the yeast, if using active dry yeast. If you're using instant yeast, you can usually add it directly to the dry ingredients. For active dry yeast, in a small bowl, combine the lukewarm water, around 105 to 115 degrees Fahrenheit or 40 to 46 degrees Celsius, with the sugar or honey, if using. Sprinkle the active dry yeast over the water. Let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes until it becomes foamy and bubbly. This indicates that the yeast is active and ready to go. Step 3. Combine the dry ingredients. In a large mixing bowl, whisk together the flour and salt. If you're using instant yeast, add it here as well. Step 4. Add the wet ingredients. Make a well in the center of the dry ingredients. Pour in the activated yeast mixture, or the lukewarm water if using instant yeast, and any other wet ingredients like oil or melted butter. Step 5. Mix and knead the dough. Mixing. Use a wooden spoon or your hands to gradually incorporate the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients until a shaggy dough forms. Kneading. Turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface. Knead the dough by pushing it away from you with the heel of your hand, then folding it back towards you. Rotate the dough and repeat this process for 8 to 10 minutes. The dough will become smoother, more elastic, and less sticky. You can also use a stand mixer with a dough hook for kneading. Step 6. First rise, bulk fermentation. Lightly grease a clean bowl with oil. Place the kneaded dough in the bowl and turn it to coat all sides. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap or a clean kitchen towel. Let the dough rise in a warm place for 1 to 2 hours, or until it has doubled in size. The rising time will depend on the temperature of your environment. Step 7. Shape the dough. Gently punch down the risen dough to release the trapped gases. Turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface. Shape the dough into your desired loaf shape, example a log for a standard loaf pan, a round for a free-form loaf. Step 8. Second rise, proofing. Place the shaped dough in a greased loaf pan or on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Cover it loosely with plastic wrap or a clean kitchen towel. Let it rise again in a warm place for about 30 to 60 minutes, or until it has noticeably increased in size, usually about 50 to 75% larger. Step 9. Preheat the oven. About 20 minutes before the end of the second rise, Preheat your oven to the temperature specified in your recipe, usually around 375 to 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 to 220 degrees Celsius. Step 10. Bake the bread. If desired, you can brush the top of the loaf with an egg wash, egg beaten with a little water or milk, for a shiny crust. You can also score the top of the loaf with a sharp knife to control where it expands during baking. Place the loaf pan or baking sheet in the preheated oven. Bake for the time specified in your recipe, usually 30 to 45 minutes, or until the crust is golden brown and the loaf sounds hollow when tapped on the bottom. The internal temperature should reach around 200 to 210 degrees Fahrenheit, 93 to 99 degrees Celsius. Step 11. Cool the bread. Carefully remove the baked bread from the oven and transfer it to a wire rack. Let the bread cool completely before slicing and enjoying. This allows the internal structure to set and makes it easier to slice. Enjoy your freshly baked bread. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share and comment.